What is an auction? An auction is simply a set of rules for selling goods. The rules determine who receives how much and at what price. For example, you have the English auction for an object where the auctioneer starts at a low price and increases the price if at least two bidders are willing to pay the price. When the price reaches a certain level where only one bidder is willing to pay the price, the seller stops the price. The bidder is awarded the object at that price. Auctions may be carried out using closed bids too. For instance, in a first price auction, where bidders are asked to submit bids in sealed envelopes or electronically, the auctioneer then opens the bids and the bidder who has submitted the highest bid wins the object and pays a price equal to the amount he bids. These days, with technology, auction rules are designed in a variety of innovative ways to meet specific needs. Why are commodities sometimes auctioned? It is efficient to sell commodities at market clearing prices, but it is difficult to determine what the market clearing price is because it changes from day to day. Someone who's selling a certain quantity of a perishable commodity like eggs will need to guess the market clearing price for the day and set his price. If he sets his price too low, his revenue will be less than what he's supposed to earn in that situation. If he sets his price too high, he will have unsold eggs. Eggs are perishable and may be completely wasted if they are not sold in time. So the best way to find the market clearing price is to hold an auction. The nature of the market dictates how precisely to set up the rules for discovering the market clearing price. You could hold auctions like the way Kazi Farms holds auctions with only buyers submitting bids, or set up a bidding process like the way Chicago Board of Trade does for their commodity markets, with both buyers and sellers submitting bids. The objective is always to figure out the price at which the market clears. Should eggs be sold at fixed price or auction? It again depends on the market situation. Ideally, you want to sell at market clearing prices. When wholesalers buy eggs in bulk from a producer, it's easy to have an auction and find the market clearing price. It is not so difficult to coordinate with relatively few buyers. Compare that with the retail market, where buyers come to the store over the course of the day. It's not practical to ask buyers to submit bids for eggs and then come back later after all buyers have visited the store and submitted their bids to find out if they will be able to eat eggs for that day. Imagine how your life would be as a consumer if you had to bid for eggs, then for salt, then for rice, and so on, before you could decide what you will eat for dinner. Selling in small amounts over the course of the day has the advantage that if the seller feels later in the day that the price has been set higher than the market clearing price and his unsold eggs will be spoiled soon, he can offer a discount for the remaining eggs. All these make fixed price a better way to sell in the retail market. Is it standard in other countries to sell farm products like eggs through auctions? Farm equipments and products are routinely sold through auctions. For a long time, livestock have been sold through auctions in the US. If you go to the USDA website, you will see a listing of numerous such auctions that take place every week across the country. Buyers of chicken, like KFC, ask suppliers of chicken to bid for their supply contracts. Cut flowers in very large quantities, much of it even flown in from all over the world, are sold through auctions in Holland. The list goes on. One recent success story is that of the Global Dairy Trade, or GDT platform, that has been designed in New Zealand to carry out auctions of a variety of dairy products, for which buyers and sellers participate from all over the world. How about eggs? Are eggs sold through auctions in countries like the US? There are small backyard farms that sell eggs through auctions, but you will not see big farms selling eggs through auctions in the US. Why aren't eggs sold through auctions in the US? The US egg market is very different from the egg market in Bangladesh. In the US, much of the egg production is done by a few big farms. Their largest egg producer, Cal-Maine Foods, has 13% of the market share. And they produce, on average, more than 35 million shell eggs per day. At the same time, most of the retail market is organized through grocery stores run by big retail companies, not by small traders in bazaars. The retail companies make their bulk purchase and contract directly with the producers. They do not need to have wholesalers in between. And they do not take prices as given because they have the market power to negotiate. Is it possible to use fixed price purchase contract system in Bangladesh too? What is the need for using auctions for eggs then? Fixed price contracts for selling eggs to wholesalers can be used in Bangladesh, but as I said, it's increasingly becoming popular to sell farm products through auctions across the globe because it's efficient, transparent, and fair for all parties from economic point of view. That is the reason why the New Zealand GDT auctions are becoming so popular, with more and more producers and buyers of dairy products joining their platform. How does the New Zealand GDT auctions work? The rules for the auctions are quite elaborate and available to the public at their website. It has been designed for buying and selling a range of milk products in a way that protect all parties and provide transparency to the satisfaction of the governments, especially the New Zealand government. The GDT auctions involve elements of both open ascending auction as well as sealed bid auctions, where buyers submit their bids privately to the auctioneer. Open ascending auctions like English auctions are costly to run, but have their benefits. Sealed bid auctions are easier to conduct and involve less cost in terms of time and money. They also work better in preventing collusion between buyers. Every month, sellers list their products on the GDT platform. The platform opens bidding for the items to eligible buyers of these products. GDT auctions have reserve prices to protect the sellers. A reserve price is the minimum acceptable price for the seller. GDT calls them the starting prices, as their bidding starts from these prices. Most auctions in reality have reserve prices. Sometimes the reserve price is kept secret, as seen sometimes in the Sotheby's or on some online auctions. But in many standard auctions, especially those that have to adhere to requirements of transparency, the reserve price is clearly announced by the time bidding begins. The reserve prices for the different types of milk products at GDT are set by the sellers based on their costs as well as what they expect the market prices to be. Let's talk about price fixing and price gouging. Is it possible that the use of auction could be illegal? Absolutely yes. It's one thing to use auctions consistently to establish market price for the purpose of trading, and another to use it opportunistically to squeeze every paisa out of the buyer's pockets. The key word in most of these situations is opportunistic. Take, for example, the case of face masks in the US after COVID-19 broke. Typically, face masks are sold through retail stores. They always have been. But when there was a great shortage of face masks from retailers, some retailers went online and started auctioning the face masks, which allowed them to get higher prices. This kind of departure from a selling method to take advantage of supply shortage is considered price gouging in the US. Some of the states prosecuted retailers for doing that. So yes, if you depart from your normal selling method to something different, to opportunistically extract money out of the buyers, then that is illegal in many places, even if that different method used is auctions. During times of shortage, price in auctions increases and sellers obtain greater profit due to competitive bidding. Isn't that opportunistic too? This happens in all auctions and all over the world. Consider the case of GDT. Their auctioning system resulted in efficiency in trade and was bringing down the prices for different products like anhydrous milk fat. Then COVID-19 hit and disrupted the supply chain. As year 2020 rolled on, the price started to climb up quickly. We, the consumers of milk products, did not like this, but it was not considered wrong or illegal. Bear in mind, this is New Zealand with strong consumer protection laws. Actually, I have never heard of sellers in developed countries who have consistently used the same rules for conducting their auctions being accused of price gouging because the price in the auction went up due to the market conditions. If auctions are so efficient, then why not use them for other farm and agricultural products in Bangladesh? If Bangladesh can organize such auctions for all farms and agricultural products, that would be very good, not just for the Bangladesh economy, but it will also help the farmers to receive a fair price. It will cut out the middleman profits too. There's no doubt that if the government can somehow set up a system like that, consumers will benefit immensely. What is the bottom line? Auctions are known as the most transparent selling methods for trading. And it's not just for farm products. Trading between businesses, selling licenses for all kinds of things, including licenses that your telecom company must purchase to provide you the mobile service, chairs and desks purchased by government offices, construction of military jet planes. Auctions are used everywhere now. Even in situations where auctions have not been used, businesses are coming up with innovative ways of designing auction-type mechanisms. Trading through competitive bidding generates huge gains and has already proven to change markets to the benefit of the consumers. With advancement of IT, this is where the world is heading.